Conor McGregor opens up as a solid betting favourite over Justin Gaethje. Jon Jones finally gives his thoughts on his potential rival's bout with Yoel Romero, telling a fan, "Yoel is almost 10 years older than me and almost won that fight without his wrestling. That's all I have to say." And Dana White talks about the circumstances that led to the cancellation of UFC London.
Health and safety is always an issue with us. You know, a lot of these different businesses don't deal with this type of stuff. We deal with it every day. You know what I mean? We have the best and the brightest. We have these doctors, you know, who work with the athletes every day. And we have doctors who work with our staff too. So, you know, health and safety isn't something new for us. It's something we live with every day. And it's something that we think about and are focused on every day. And we followed and complied all the rules. Every time they came out and said, no, I can't remember what the first number was. Then the second number was 50. So we figured that out. And then once they got to 10, we're good. But yeah, we can't pull that one off.
Tyron Woodley talks to Ariel Helwani about his legacy and why he's not going to fight Leon Edwards once UFC resumes their normal schedules.
The fight with Leon was only set up because Colby wouldn't fight. He needed all this time and his jaw was broken. Remember, he had to get wired shut. The second that fight was booked, he all of a sudden came out and said he was ready by April. You notice how that went? That's so mysterious. The only reason the Leon Edwards fight ever got booked is because Colby wasn't ready to fight. And they didn't know when Colby would be ready to fight, and I didn't want to wait. Because I originally said I wasn't going to London to fight. Why? It's Leon Edwards. Nobody know his ass. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. I gave him props every time. They all watched me. They all like, even Usman, I'm like a mentor to these guys. These guys text me. If I show you my phone log and how far it goes back before the Ultimate Fighter show, and when Colby was asking me for advice, he was my training partner. I paid him $500 a week to get his ass whooped. So all these guys that are coming up now are a generation behind me. So at the end of the day, Colby, I think he would get me to the point where I'm just overly motivated to run through his ass, to embarrass him in front of the world because he deserves it. So that motivation, right now I'm at the point where Leon Edwards, Colby Covington, even beating Usman is not going to cement my legacy anymore. When I think about my legacy, I think about fighting Carlos Condit when no one said I was going to beat him, when nobody said I was going to get in the fight. I think about fighting Robbie Lawler after being out of 18 months with Johnny Hendricks going down the drain and all this other stuff, and he was a fighter year back-to-back. The boogeyman, and I f***ed him up in 47 seconds. That's my legacy. Knocking out Koscheck. And nobody had ever put him out to sleep like that before in his career. Colby spent 1 year talking about it. Before he did that, remember, he was fighting on Fight Pass. In Asia, not even Fight Pass in the U.S. He was fighting on Fight. You fans, do your research. Go look at the fight history. He was fighting on Fight Pass in Asia only. And then he got his first fight against Damian Maia that was nationally televised. And he spoke about me the entire time to try to get his clout up. Like, they got to use my name.